how to access your tenant web portal, as well as show you around a little bit and how to set up auto pay if you choose to have your rent paid automatically each month. So from our website, you'll just need to hover over tenants, select tenant portal login, access the tenant portal. You'll need to go ahead and log in with your email address and password. Now, I will say this is a test account, so that there's not going to be a ton of information in here that you would see like that you would normally would um, in your tenant online portal. So I'll give you a quick overview of the dashboard. So you've got your information as well as the management company's information. Your lease start and end date and any current documents that you would have would be right here. Any open charges would show right here. Any messages from the management company would show here, and any notes that the management company had put in would go right here. Now you also have this little menu button up here, which is another way for you to access the shortcuts that we have up at the top here. Dashboard, charges, transactions, make a payment, leases, and notes. Now I will say that you can access all of those for the most part right here from your dashboard. So the most commonly used links in the tenant web portal are the transactions tab. This will show you any transactions from any beginning and end date that you put into here. So this would include any charges applied to your account, as well as your monthly rent amount due, along with any payments that you've made. So it shows everything that you would need to see under transactions. And then the second most commonly used um, tab is the Make a Payment tab. And what I'm going to do here is show you a couple different ways that you can make payments in your tenant web portal. So you've got three options here. You can pay the total balance, the current balance, or another amount. We'll say for this example, we're going to pay the total balance of $1. Now the next choice is how we're going to make that payment. Is that going to be with a checking or savings account, or is it going to be with a card? For this first example, I'm going to show you how to make a payment using a checking or savings account. So what we need to do is go ahead and enter our routing number. Then we need to confirm our routing number. Then we need to go ahead and enter our account number. Now, next we need to enter in our billing information. So this would be your information that is tied to this account up here. So if it's the same exact name and address from where that you currently live, you can go ahead and click Use Address on File, and that button will save you some time by auto-filling all of this information below. First name, last name, street, city, state, and zip code. Now, if it's somewhere different, you will need to manually enter each of these fields on here. But the good news is we have an option here to save you time next time. So this button right here stores saved payment information for one-time and auto pay payments. By selecting that when you make a payment, what it's going to do is it's going to save that information. So the next time you log in, you don't have to manually punch in any of this information up top or down below. Now, what it's not going to do is subscribe you to any auto pay payments or anything like that. All it's going to do, similar to probably your utility bills or credit cards that you have or have had in the past, where when you log in to pay, it just uses that as a drop down to save you time to autofill all of your information to go ahead and make your payment. And then the next button here is that you agree to the online payment terms and conditions. If you'd like to read those, you can copy and paste this link right here into your browser and read everything that has to do with the terms and conditions for making an online payment. And then once you have everything up top filled in, just click Pay Now. And your rent has been paid, or the amount that you set in there has been paid. Now, let's say I want to make a payment with a card. I'll show you how that works. So if I select card and continue, your options are Visa, MasterCard, or Discovered. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my account number. Go ahead and confirm my card account number. The next here is card expiration and CVV code. That is the 3-digit code on the back of the card. So exactly like what we had under making a payment under credit, or I'm sorry, checking or savings account, you click Use Address on File, and that will auto fill in all of the information that the management company has on file for you. Now, if it's something different than where you currently live or reside or the address that the management company has for you, you will need to manually fill all these fields out. The good news is, just like we had in the last screen, you have the option to store the saved payment method so you don't have to enter it in next time. You can pay your rent by simply logging in, selecting this as a payment option, and make your rent payment without having to fill out any of that again. And then once you have everything filled out, you click Pay Now, and that will go over to the management company. Now, something I haven't showed you yet is how to enable auto pay. So up here in the top right corner, there is a couple different options and things within your account that you can get to. Now, before I dive into these, I will show you one last option. Right here in the page before you made a payment, where you were selecting how you wanted to pay, you can click this and follow the directions there, and it will help you get auto pay set up. So another option to access this is to go into payment settings. So you can see here, I have no payment, no saved payment information. If I did, it would be right here. And automatic payments, if I had any enabled, they would be right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add one. So my options are Visa, MasterCard, Discover, checking, or savings account. So just like how we filled out the last screens, we fill out the information that's required for the payment method that you chose. And then over here under automatic payments, if you click on enable your automatic payment, it actually gives you the ability to schedule the day of the month and the payment type. If you want to have a specific amount come out, say the first at $1,000, you can do that if you'd like to do that. Most renters go with the total balance due. That way they can set it and forget it on their rent amount. So rent is due on the first. So it is recommended to process it at least a day or two in advance, just to ensure that all the payments are made on time. And then you can also set a maximum amount, so that way you can ensure that the payment never exceeds whatever amount that you have in here. And then all you have to do is click Save once all this is filled out, and your automatic payment will be set up. It is as easy as that. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.